Good morning. It is Tuesday, and I wasn't here yesterday. I was busy. I had a bunch of stuff going on. Wasn't feeling well. I'll give you all the reasons, but I just wasn't here. But I'm here today, and today, whoa, that's on my screen. I thought I had something on my shirt. Um, Today we've got all sorts of cool stuff that we are going to work on. I've got a number of things actually, but some of you may have noticed if you got here early that there is a new intro. I was trying to kind of embrace the crazy lights that we have here, and I've got some more. I've got some more lights actually that are going to go up here in the background this week at some time when I get some opportunity. But here, I'll flip you back and just show you that for a second. So anyway, you also notice there's nothing on this screen at all. I haven't gotten around to redesigning this screen, and I've only started working on redesigning the next screen, which is the one where I show my monitor. So let's jump to that. Boom. A little bit of action, a little bit of color. You can now see my whole screen. And then you'll notice on the right above my video here, right there, we've got the Chatsino leaderboard. This is where I'm going to I guess I'll have to build a browser source that can dynamically read from the Airtable, and then it'll be able to show all of the standings there, maybe the top 10 or 15. So that is something I haven't built yet, so we're not going to be able to do it. But this is kind of what I'm playing with. I like all the colors. I think this will be kind of a fun way to go with all of this. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. So I have a bunch of stuff that I want to work on, and a lot of it has to do with how I'm currently handling some things. So let me show you a couple of examples of this. So this is my list of things that I really want to get done before we finish this skill, before we finish all of this functionality. A lot of it is, how do I want to say this? The casino works, but there are things that would make it significantly better if I had built some functionality to make my life a little easier. So what I'm going to do is tweak some of that stuff, and it's going to require me to break some things because these are definitely breaking changes. So let me talk about what those things are. If we look at, as an example, is valid wager. This is a function that we use to determine whether or not a user can actually make the bet that they're trying to make. I'll blow this up a little bit. So the good thing about this is that it just returns true or false. The problem with this, of course, is that it only returns true and false, and it doesn't give me any other indication of why it failed. And so I think what I need to do first is build some tests that satisfy what I'm looking for, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and write the code to satisfy those tests. So if we come down here to my test module, we're going to create a new one called cashier.test.js. Well, TeamView, that is very flattering that you think that I'm teaching you anything. I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you're learning something from me. That's pretty cool. I tend to learn a lot from the people that are here as well. Okay, so we have this testing module, and let's look at one of our old ones and see what a test call looks like, just so we don't have to reinvent the wheel. So we'll take that, we'll come over here to cashier, and let's just get a test. So this is all one line. I'm going to break this down a little bit so it's easier. So we'll take this, and we expect it to contain that, and then this can come down here, and that's what a test is going to look like. Actually, I'm going to blow this out just a little bit. I think you guys can still read this. Okay, so my first test is going to be well, let's look at that file. Is valid wager. Come on up here. Let's do this. Okay, so what I pass in is user and wager. So I'm going to need my fake user stuff again, and we've created that in a bunch of places. So we'll require data. We'll need that. We're also going to need to require cashier, which makes sense. TeamView, why did you guys move? And those are not in the right order, and that will bother me later. Okay. This part here doesn't do anything yet, so we'll just comment it out. And then I need the user part, so that's cashier. Texas 2010. I'm curious. Why the anger, man? So I think that's all I need to get that going. Okay, so I have my reset test user. Now we're going to come in here and we're going to call. Let's do the valid one first. So we're going to pass in user and wager. So user bets 10 returns true object. Okay, so in our test, we're going to say something like expect craps, no, not craps, cashier dot is valid wager. This is where we're going to pass in our user and our 10. And I think we could just build our samples here. So let's have const valid wager equal this crazy object, whatever this is going to be, and we'll have a let's see, we'll have a status that is valid wager, and we'll have a is valid be true. So what I can do with this, by changing this a little bit, I still get my true false, but I can I can determine why it's true or why it's false. I don't really care why it's true, but I will care why it's false. So I'll need those status messages. So we can say expect. It seems like it should be a parentheses, not a curly brace. Expect cashier's valid wager. Dot is valid to contain to be true. And then we'll do the same thing for the status. Let's do this another, because we only want to make one call. So let's say const validation check, valid check, valid wager check. Is this, and then we'll just check all the properties of that. So this will be like that, and then expect valid wager check dot is valid to be true. So since I rearranged things, guys, how is the font size on the text? Is this readable for you guys? This is going to be valid wager check dot, and this is going to be status. To be valid wager. I think that's what that will look like. So this should fail. If I see npm run test. So if I come up here and look at this. Cashier test. Expected it to be true. Return received undefined. Yeah, so we're going to break this so that our return true is now returning this object, which looks exactly like the one I wrote in the test. So we're going to just take this. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. A little bit bigger. Okay, so I have this object, and then we come over to isValidWager. Instead of returning true, we're going to do this. So now we're returning this thing. Now the problem with this is that we've now broken the entire wagering mechanism for everything. Because they're expecting a true, and now I'm returning an object. So let's go look for cashier.isValidWager. There's going to be a bunch of these. It looks like there's only 9. That's actually really great. Dot is valid. I think that's all I'm going to need to change. And those aren't even the ones I want. Wow, there's fewer of these than I thought. Okay, so this is craps, isValidWager. We just need to do an isValid right here. And then this becomes isValid. This becomes isValid. And this becomes isValid. Come on. And then the thing that I just called. So let's try running those tests again. The cashier test passed. That's perfect. So what we should go do now is actually test this and run this to see if everything works. What is the failure we're having? Roulette wager. Yeah, I still have some issues with that, and I don't know what to do. What? Karthik rating with 6 people. Good morning, everybody. You may be seeing a slightly different view today. We changed some things up, but Kevin Evans is here. We've got Gold Zulu. I don't have any water to drink, so I can't hydrate. Although Harshman Gukaya, I appreciate it. Big lights, big color. Changed up the interface a little bit. Yeah, we're doing it. And I've got more lights coming. I also, if you guys didn't get a chance to see this, Gold Zulu, if you like psychedelic, check this out. This is the new loading screen. Anyway, so that's me. And yeah, I don't have any water in here today. But thank you. Thank you. I have actually purchased a number of headshots, cartoony headshots from people that I'm going to be rotating so that head image that you saw there on the loading screen will be flipping through the different sketches of my face. But anyway, we're working on completely destroying a lot of the casino. So one of the things that I've really struggled with for a while is that isValidWager doesn't really give me enough information. And so what I've done is blown it up, and instead of returning true or false, we're going to be returning an object that has a status and an isValid case, which is the true or false. So I wrote a test to test the true case. But now I'm going to write a test for the, hey, you bet too much case. I'm wondering that too. Why did you, let's say we bet 110. They don't have 110. Should return false object. And so this time we'll bet 110. And we'll bet this should be false. Bet above available balance. So let's just create one of these so we have it. This will be const bet above available balance, and this is going to be a status of bet above available balance. The downside is that it doesn't give me enough fidelity, Kevin. So true and false is fine, but for all of the falses, I don't have any additional information to tell the user why their bet is invalid, only that it's invalid. And so by doing this, this will allow me to say, no, it failed, but here's why. And I can give the user more delineation in, oh, your bet was higher than your available balance, or that's not a valid amount, or a number of other things. So this is why I'm changing this up. Most of these will have an is valid property of false. Is false, like so. So we can check this one and say this should be bet above available balance and false. Now it's not going to be true now, but we can come in here and say if the wager is greater than the user's available balance, then we're going to take that new object that we just created, which was up here, this thing. Let's copy that, and we'll put it right here. So instead of returning false, we're going to return this. Now the other thing that I really need to check is that let's do an npm run dev. TeamView, thank you for the rate of 1. Appreciated, much appreciated. And if we go to developer.amazon.com, we go to developer console, Alexa skills kit. Okay, and then let's go to the testing tab. How did I make the code window fit so nicely in that rectangular space? Well, honestly, the output of my laptop is this dimension. It's a 16 by 9 output. So it fits really nice in the window if I just go full screen. But I was tired of covering part of the window, so I shrank my video window down. And then, so it's smaller than it used to be. And then just made the video the like opposite dimension of that. And that's why I had to fill in the rest of this spot. So that's why I have like all the social icons down here at the bottom, and I have the leaderboard up there on the top right. That obviously isn't built yet, but that'll eventually be a live look at the Chatsino leaderboard. So what I want to do here is open the Chatsino. Also, did you guys see this? I don't know if you guys happen to see.
Welcome to the Chatsino.
What's sitting right over there?
We currently have 1,939 coins available. What would you like to do?
I decided to pick one of those up, so that's here now. That's a thing. All right, so let's go back. So anyway, that's what's going on there. The Chatsino's working, so let's bet 5 on slots and see if this works. Because if it's a valid bet, we shouldn't get an error. Oh, sweet.
Oof. You got grapes, lemon, orange. That is not a winning spin. You lost 5 coins. What do you want to play next? Ouch. You got grapes, bell, orange. That is not a winning spin. You lost 5 coins. What do you want to play next?
It's bets and poker. Make sure these wagers are working.
You were dealt king of spades, 10 of hearts, 9 of spades, 8 of diamonds, and 3 of hearts. Which cards do you want to hold?
Hold the 10, 9, 8.
You are currently holding the 10 of hearts, 9 of spades, and 8 of diamonds. You are about to drop the king of spades, and 3 of hearts. Shucks. You didn't win. You lost 5 coins. Your new balance is 1931. Your final hand was king of clubs, 10 of hearts, 9 of spades, 8 of diamonds, and 3 of spades. What do you want to do next?
All right, so it seems like the betting is working. I haven't tried making an invalid bet yet, but I think that'll work now too, except in the 2 cases that I haven't handled yet, which if we look at is valid wager, we have 2 cases. One is you didn't give me a number. So if I say like bet tacos on poker, or if the wager is less than 0. But I think we can just take these like this, and instead of returning false, we should be able to say this is negative bet, and this is not a number. Okay, so is valid wager seems like it's done. We should check these with some tests, right? That's what all these tests are for. So we should make sure that if the user bets something that's not a number, if the user bets tacos, return false object. So we'll say that their bet here is tacos. This should be not a number. And then we need one more, which is the user bet a negative number, because that would also not be okay. So the user bets minus 73. And this should be, what did I call it? Can't be negatives. Negative bet. All right, let's kill some skill running and do some npm run test. The only one I really care about is the cashier test, so let's see how that one does. Not a good sign. All right, what did we fail on? Oh, I didn't save. Yeah, W Georgia, we're not fooling around, man. You missed out on this too. I showed the new loading screen, which looks like this. Decided to have some fun, change it up a little bit, embrace the lights. We've got all of these colors all over the place. Why not go in deep on it, right? So that's that's where we're at. That's what we're doing here. And now what I need to do is run these tests one more time, see if that doesn't solve it. TeamView, I think it's funny. I'm not dying laughing though. I've heard many jokes very similar to that. My cashier test passed. That's so good. Okay. So cashier test is doing its job. We have isValidWager doing its thing. The other place that I really wanted to blow up. In fact, let's go look at our to-do list because I think I had that in there somewhere. User makes an invalid wager. We don't have an effective way to them indicate that we do that. Nice job, W. Giorgio. Nice job. In-skill purchasing. I don't know why I thought I needed to do this right away, but I'm glad that I did it. It actually wasn't very painful at all. So let's think about what else we could knock out here. There's another thing that I really want to do, but I think it's going to really challenge me to do it. Let's take a look and see what I'm really looking at because I don't remember. So in my poker evaluator, I'm returning these kind of static positions, which are these objects. But what I really want to do you know what, TeamView, I don't know about VS Code on Linux. I'm going to try that. There's this awesome thing called a search engine. I'm going to see if I can't. Yeah, it looks like it's available for Linux. So if you haven't tried out one of these search engines, they're fantastic. They will give you answers to a lot of very interesting questions. Okay, so that, back to my code. What I need to do here most of the time is say something like outcome like so. This is obviously going to break a lot, but that's okay. So we'll do this for all of them, and then for the ones okay, so this is the evaluator. And so we could fix the evaluator first. Let's go to deal, because this is where we check and say, places do I reference outcome? A bunch. Okay, so we're gonna have to fix those too. So let's do this evaluation. And then this is going to become evaluation.outcome, like so. And so we just need to put this at the beginning. Of each of these outcome references. Like here. Good morning, Karthik. You missed a new loading screen like this. And you missed a whole new design for this. Corey Haynes, good morning. Corey is one of my oldest technology friends. He is a fantastic person. I would imagine he can appreciate a good rainbow here on my site, on my videos. And Corey, I'm glad you're here, man. I saw that you dropped a follow yesterday, and I'm glad that you're here. Yeah, no shortage of rainbow between the lights behind me, and yeah, we're gonna do it. Why not? Corey has built some very, very cool things, and I think honestly, Corey, I feel like your kitty cat train tracker that you built, like that kind of stuff being built here on Twitch would be highly, highly appealing for people to watch. I would tune in. I know that. So anyway, we have all of this evaluation.outcome stuff in here. So now let's go run our tests again and see if they pass. Because if the poker evaluator thing passes, then I feel pretty good about this change. And then I can feed some more information into my object. But this was a pretty significant change. So let's see what we get. Those are taking awfully long. Poker play. That's good. But what did the last ones do? Oh, my tests are all broken because I just changed the object. Okay, that's fine. Let's go change some tests. Because I did break all the tests, so it makes sense. So what we need to do is say poker.evaluator. We just need to replace this with we need all of this. So we need poker.evaluator hand. But then what we really want is poker.evaluator hand outcome. That's really what we want. So let's replace all those bad boys. And save. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I'm building an entire chat-based casino that runs on Alexa, on Twitch, on Discord, on Slack. Never done any of this. We're just figuring it out.
Here's Twitch.
Alexa.
Sorry.
Stop. I'm just figuring all this stuff out. So
goodbye.
It's I feel like if I'm gonna sit and play with some things, why not do it in public? That's kind of been my philosophy here. So that's what I'm doing. So you're gonna see a lot of learning in a lot of learning in public is what I'm doing. Take care, Karthik. Thanks for stopping by. It doesn't seem like the chat-based taser is a good idea, TeamView. Poker.deal is the one I want to work. And it didn't. Poker evaluator. What's wrong? Cannot read property outcome of undefined. Oh. Because of course it would. So that's the only one that fails, though, is the undefined. we can make that happen, I think. So let's look at our evaluator. Oh, just for that, okay. So yeah, for that test, that one test, the one that expects undefined, it should still get undefined. Okay. Cool. Okay, I feel good about those tests. Now the thing that we really want to check though is we're gonna let's write some tests for this. So I'm gonna say to the user, hey, you got a royal flush, and I also want to know like I'm gonna have to customize these messages anyway, so I think I can say expect result. Oh no, 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 I did this all wrong. Okay, let's change this. Copy. Find. We need to change these back. I've made a huge mistake. Okay, so this should be result.outcome. This is the thing that I wanted to check. So we should be able to change this before I get to the rest of them. Copy, find, and I want this to be expect result. Let's fix all those. Great. Okay, now up here, except for this last one, expect result to be outcome. Okay, so up here at the top, what I want to do is say expect result dot suit to be deck dot suit dot hearts. Okay, so now we need to actually make that happen. So over here, I know, it is amazing to me, and it's like there's so much good stuff on here. There's so many cool people that are doing interesting things, especially with me in my little rainbow box for sure. Corey, there's another person I think you'd really enjoy. I think he does a lot of stuff you would dig. His handle is BeginBot, BEGINBOT. I noticed there aren't any people playing in the Chatsino right now, but BeginBot has a whole really robust chatbot economy almost going on his channel. It's really very cool. Okay, so this is going to be suit, and I'll probably need some functions for this. I don't think I have. I think I have a which 4 of a kind, which 3 of a kind, which pair. So yeah, check that stuff out. We're gonna need a yeah. I like BeginBot. He's inspired a lot of the stuff I'm doing too. Function which straight hand, and then in here we should be able to say if hand I like it. I like that you're branching out from Elm. Anybody? Value. Dot suit equals hand 1 dot value dot suit. I don't think that's right. When I look at my, well, we'll find out, I guess. doing this all wrong. It's not even which straight, it's which flush. And I should be able to just pass this in. And I could make my life easy by only calling this I started here, old Rails side project from 2011. Nice. Nice, nice. I'm trying not to have series. I'm just trying to do. So I just show up and do things, and it's not always predictable. You don't know what I'm going to work on tomorrow. It'll be this project, but we don't really know related to what. Should I... if is flush. I hate doing this, but it's the right thing to do. Return hand 0 dot value dot suit. Return 0. I think that's awesome. Well, let's make this happen so that I'm in the know. If I drop a little Corey Haynes right here, and we can do a timeout. No. Report. No. How do I follow this guy? There we go. A little hearted love. Oh, yeah. Just getting started, man. That's awesome. Congrats, congrats. Yeah, we should look at that stuff, too. If we do... did somebody check you? Do I need to... I think I need to start that other bot. 1 second. All right, let's see if that works now. So if I do... That didn't work. I have this other chatbot that I thought would do that stuff. One more thing. Okay. Yeah, it's very, very cool. And one of the things I plan on doing is making it so that this little casino that I'm building is possible to run on anybody's channel. And you'll carry your balance from channel to channel. So you can go to anybody's channel that you want that's running the casino, and you'll be able to continue playing the games that you're seeing like W. Giorgio play right now. Kind of fun. Now let's try. There we go. It's the Alexa one that was doing it. Age, Corey Haynes. 9 years and 1 month you've been on the Twitch. We can also do followers. These are my other chatbots that I don't run all the time. It also has Corey Haynes. Has 45 followers. Nice. Let's bump that number up, everybody. And then there's obviously the actual casino stuff. So you can say like Poker 10. 130 coins, 3 of a kind, awesome. So, so Corey, every time you, this is kind of the fun part of the casino, is that every time you post a message in my chat, which you've posted a few, you automatically, oh, you won 100, nice. Every time you post a message in chat, you earn 1 more coin. So not only do you earn it for like gambling and playing with your coins, but also every time you post a message, you earn 1 more. So you never really run out, because you can just show up and have a conversation and talk to me and whatever and get more coins. So yeah, a lot of fun little nuggets in here. But it's, you know, I've been spending some time building this. So I have this function called Witch Flush, and what I want to do up here is I want my suit, stop it, to just be Witch Flush sorted hand. So what this should now allow me to do, oh man, you're on your way. You can also check the leaderboard, and you'll see that there are some significant balances. Mr. Smoofy, welcome, welcome. I've slid down to 5th place, but you can see Mr. Smoofy, he's done pretty good for himself. When I find, this is like a V1 casino that we're running, Corey, but when the code that I'm writing right now will eventually roll out back through, it's an Alexa skill right now, but it'll roll back through Twitch and Discord and Slack and a number of other chat-based places. And at that point, there will be minimum and maximum bets. So Mr. Smoofy won't be able to roll in here and say, I'm going to bet $1 billion and hit like 3 of a kind or something and win another 6 billion. You'll have minimum and maximum bets depending on your balance. So 10 billion probably will never be achievable in any reasonable amount of time. But for now, I think it's super fun that Mr. Smoofy has had that kind of success. So it's good. So this is what I want to do when it makes sense. When there's a... so we'll have... This can go on for straight flush as well, because it's a flush. And for this one, it's a flush, so we'll put it on here. He just won 30 million? I gotta put commas in that thing. Okay, so that should work. Calling Witch Flush. I also have, we should be able to do pair is Witch pair sorted hand, and 2 pair. I don't know how I'm going to do that. My function won't be able to handle that. Witch pair. In this one, I'm assuming you only have 1 pair. So I don't really know how I'm going to do that yet. We'll wait on that one. But I can do that for this. This will be 3 of a kind. This is going to be Witch. 3 of a kind. Sorted hand. And then probably should just have a... What is their highest card? Which high card? And this is just going to return hand 0. Okay, Yeah, because then I'll have the value.id, and I think this is how this is going to work. Should probably look at my objects and see how I build these things. So that is definitely wrong. It's not value.suit, it's suit.id. What do I want to do here? How is it only 9:53? Did I start early today? Feels like I've been going for a while. This can be 4 of a kind, which for sorted hand. We could put a high card. Yeah, I normally start at 9. I just can't believe it's not 10 yet. I think I gotta take a quick second, like I'm thirsty. Usually that's a good sign that it's time to stop. So I'm gonna grab a bottle of water really quick. I'll be back in 30 seconds. And I'm back. Okay, so full bottle of water. We are ready to go. Oh, that's good. Okay, so let's think here. We were doing high card. Thank you, Corey. I'll see you, man. I'm here every morning at 9 a.m. So hopefully I will see you. Which high card? And this is going to be sorted hand. And then is 4 of a kind? I don't really... Which 4 of a kind gives me the thing that I want? Actually, what am I returning with which 4 of a kind? What do I even give it? I give it... which 4 of a kind? I just returned the value ID. So that's going to be the number between... I probably am better off changing these to be the name. No, but I can't do that. Do I use... Let's see, which 4 of a kind? How many times do I use that? If which 4 of a kind doesn't equal 0. So I am using that. I'm probably using the is pair and all that stuff too. So I can only... Let's change it. Let's make it better, right? We don't need to force ourselves into this. So we could just say return the value. This gives me the ID and the name. And that means that for all of these witches, I'm going to do this. This is breaking everything, but I think it's okay. We'll fix it. And then I have a which pair. And then which pair hand, what I want to say here is .id is the thing. And then for which 3 of a kind, I just need to say .id. And then for which 4 of a kind, I just need .id. And I think that solves it. And then when I call these, which 3 of a kind, I can say .name. Which pair .name, which 3 of a kind .name, which four of a kind, and then we have this high card, which we'll need for a few different situations. So like for a full house, I can tell you I guess we could do a low card too, and then that would tell me what the full house situation is. That might be a good way to go. We'll do for the straight, we want to know what the high card is. For a flush, we want to know what the high card is. 3 of a kind, I don't care. 2 pair is still the tricky one. So we need a low card here, so let's write that. Low card is which low card sorted hand. I guess I really don't even need that. Maybe I don't even need that. I could just do, instead of all this, I could just say the high card is always going to be sorted hand 0. Maybe that's easier. High card, sorted hand 0. That's the point of sorting them. And then low card would be sorted hand 4. High card here, sorted hand 0. High card here, sorted hand 0. Goldzula, I do not actually know the answer to that question. I wish I did, but I do not. I don't actually know the answer. I think that there's some new devices like we do every year, but I don't know anything about who or what or why or what. I agree. Just last year, the Echo frames were announced, and the Echo Flex. There were a bunch of devices that were announced last year. Has anybody noticed this guy sitting over here? The Baby Yoda. Also, I got to add it up, I got the kids version of the Echo Dot. Have you guys seen one of these? I'll just do this. Can you see the rainbowy one here? That's not a case or anything. That's printed right on the Echo Dot. And it's that was announced last year too. But so was the Echo Glow, which is this thing right here. Anything else sitting here? I mean, there's always a new Echo, it seems like. Maybe a new Echo Show. The Echo Show 5 might have. That might have been a new one. Anyway. Oh, did you guys see Baby Yoda behind me too? The big one? All sorts of craziness in this office. Okay. Back to this. So now that I'm getting all these values, yeah, those Baby Yoda covers are pretty cool. They're made by OtterBox too, which I didn't realize, which usually is a very high quality build. So I was happy to see that. So let's get rid of this Witch High card. I don't need this anymore. I outsmarted myself. Now, when we say deal, we call into the evaluator, we get this outcome. That's royal flush, whatever. Yeah, he's pretty life-sized. About the size of my head, a little bigger than my head. So he's pretty awesome. He's been here a little while. He kind of stands behind me. Now I need to figure out how to pass these values through. So when I'm here, I need to say something like high card is evaluation dot high card. What I don't know is if it's going to blow up on me because high card doesn't exist all the time. And if I say, what did I say for like the flushes? What did I call that? Suit. So I could say suit and then evaluation dot suit. And there was low card, evaluation dot low card, no, dot low card. That's probably the right way to do it. Are you saying that I can't do that? Mr. Smoofy just goes after it. Just gets aggressive. Oh, maybe I just don't need the comma. I can just put the question mark. That's pretty cool. Okay, so what are the other properties that I created? I have high card, suit, and low card. We have 4 of a kind and 3 of a kind and pair. For a full house, I don't want to call it 3. I want to call it 3 of a kind. No. 3 of a kind and pair. Jomo, good morning. Always good to see you, Jomo. I'm trying to reconstruct my evaluator to give me better information, so we can do 3 of a kind is evaluation dot 3 of a kind, and then 4 of a kind is evaluation dot 4 of a kind. And then we also have pair evaluation. I guess I don't really need to break this out like this, do I? Now that I'm thinking about this, like I could take this whole thing and just say evaluation. And then I can just get what I need on the other side without having to break it all down. Is anybody buying an Xbox today? Anyone? They go on sale right at the end of my stream. That was actually how I was going to end the stream, was to buy an Xbox today. I didn't know if anybody else had. Oh, you got the PS5? Oh. Well, I guess if you like garbage platforms, that's probably a good place to go. No, I'm just kidding. This has always been a Nintendo and Xbox house, and I've never owned a PlayStation. I've played on plenty of them, but I've never owned one myself. All right, so let's run our tests and see what we get. Wow. Well, Kevin, I hope so, because she's going to need to buy it today if you want to get it before the holidays. The pre-orders start today at 11 a.m. Eastern. Which one's failed? Why would you receive 4 of a kind if it was nothing? Oh boy, I've definitely broken something. I need to sit down. Yeah, pre-order only. You're not going to get it soon. But I think they're going to sell out quickly. The PS5's pre-orders sold out in a couple of hours, and that's going to be it. So I don't think you're going to be able to just walk into a store and get one. At least not easily. What have I broken? Why are these tests coming back all busted up? I'm receiving 4 of a kind every time now? Well, let's take a look at that. Evaluator. Is Royal Flush. What does Is Royal Flush do? If is straight and if is flush. So is flush. Oh no, it's 4 of a kind that's returning. Is 4 of a kind. Which 4 of a kind Dennis, thank you. Decided to mix it up a little bit. Still a work in progress. I've still got some things to do, but with all the crazy lights and everything I've got here, I figured let's double down on the full spectrum of colors, right? The new Xbox console pre-orders start in 49 minutes, and so yeah, I felt like this is good for me. Thank you, Dennis. So which 4 of a kind is returning something every single time? But I don't know why. So when I call which 4 of a kind is 4 of a kind is this. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. So if which 4 of a kind and which 4 of a kind here is just checking the IDs. It's comparing the IDs of the first and the fourth cards. And if they're the same, then all the cards between them are the same because they're sorted. Then we're returning hand 0 value. And that object should have an ID. And if it's hand 1 through hand 4, that's the second through the fifth cards, then those 4 match. They're just not the highest cards in the hand. Something about me checking the ID here. Let's do it a more manual way. Const 4 of a kind equals this. And then we can say 4 of a kind dot ID is greater than 0. Let's see if that fixes it. I don't actually think it's going to fix it, but we'll look here. The evaluator is not happy yet. It's receiving 4 of a kind no matter what. A 4 of a kind .id. So now we're going to have to do some weirdness. This certainly seems like it should be working. I don't understand why it's not here. Sure, it's a silly mistake. Dennis, the good news is you earn 1 more coin every time you chat, so you're still earning coins. So where are my logging statements? Four of a kind equals 0. Interesting. I hadn't considered that. All right, so that seems to be the issue. Goldzula, because I haven't built it yet. That's going to be a browser source that I haven't built yet, but I'm going to build it in React or something so that it dynamically updates as the data changes. And then I'll have like the top 15 always just standing there. Okay, something still failed, but I don't think it was the one I thought it might be. Poker evaluator still failed. So now we expected when I return the suit, we look at which flush. Oh. That. Okay. I love testing. I gotta tell you guys, I honestly don't know how people write a lot of code without putting some tests against it, because it just really gets at the heart of what you're doing wrong. So I'm looking for the Poker Evaluator tests to pass. Poker. Oh, did we still fail on something? Oh, it did pass. Okay. Sweet. So the fact that all my tests are passing is fantastic. I need to come into is4 of a kind to get rid of this console log. It was the ID property. So because ID equaled undefined, it was returning true. Even, oh, Dennis, climbing big time. We can get rid of this console log statement. I need to make sure I'm prepared. I don't have anything set up and prepared. Let's go to Reddit for a minute, because that's where I have everything that I need. If we go to the... Gosh, I can barely even read that. I want the Xbox Series X group. And they have Mega Order Thread, Mega Order and Info Hub. And what I want is the United States Amazon link. So this is the page that should have the product on it once it's available. Look at that thing. Oh, it's going to be so good. And then I'm going to figure out how to stream some games. Okay, so that's at least ready. We have fixed our evaluator. We now pass this information out. So now let's go look at our poker deal intent. Because this is where right now, we just say like, da-da-da-ding. And then we say, yay, you won with a outcome.symbol. This is where we say a royal flush. But I think we can be more conditional here. Let's do a switch on result. Outcome. And in this switch, we're going to have our first case be what do we want to call this? Poker dot position dot no. Chatsino dot poker dot position dot royal flush. Speak output of result dot evaluation dot suit. Case chat. Nope, we're going to need a break on the end of that. Okay, so this becomes chatsino.poker.position dot 4 of a kind. Speak output. And this is of result dot evaluation dot 4. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to do this for each of them. And I still don't really know how I'm going to do all of these, but let's look at the evaluator and make sure that we're getting all of our cases. Straight flush. I already forgot one. Case chatsino.poker. Let's do this. Poker position. Const equals all of this. And then we can just say poker position dot raw flush. Can you please get out of my way? I just want to use my keyboard, please. Thank you. Straight flush. Speak output. You got a straight flush. I'm trying to do this after I tell you what you got. Straight flush in result dot evaluation dot suit in hearts to the result dot evaluation high card. This actually might sound pretty good. You got a royal flush of hearts, a royal flush in hearts. You got a straight flush in hearts to the 10, okay? 4 of a kind. You got this many coins with a 4 of a kind of 4 of a kind. Cool. Let's change this to poker position just for consistency and brevity. Okay, next one. Case poker position dot, I don't know what the next one should be. Full house. Speak output plus equals. You got a full house, 8s over 3s, kings over 9s. So this needs to be result.evaluation. I just realized that these are going to be wrong. Suit.name and suit.name high card dot value dot name 4 of a kind dot value dot name. Doing a poor job of knowing my actual data model. Okay. This is going to be for 3 of a kind. So this is going to be high card dot value dot name over result dot evaluation dot low card dot value dot name. Okay, so next one is case poker position dot flush speak output, and this should be you got a flush of hearts, a flush in hearts to the kind of it's not going to be to that, it's going to be high card ace with a result of evaluation. You got a flush in hearts with a high card 10 or whatever. Okay. That one's good. Boy, this is going to be so much more descriptive. I really like this. It sounds more like somebody actually talking to you about poker. Next one, case poker position dot straight speak output plus equals, this is a straight. Straight, you're just going to say to the high card. So we'll say you have a straight to the, and it's going to be the high card value name. Okay. Case poker position dot 3 of a kind. Speak output 3 of a kind of and this should be here. Result dot evaluation dot 3 of a kind dot value dot name. You got 3 of a kind of 7s. Case poker position dot 2 pair speak output. I don't even know how I'm going to do this. So hard. I have to rethink that one. Poker position dot pair speak output plus equals, and this is just a simple one, of result dot evaluation dot pair dot value dot name, pair of 7s. completely broken everything. Let's try this for a second. And that's fine. We're going to say npm npm run dev. And let's see how this sounds. Let's see what we get. So, bat 5 on poker.
You were dealt ace of spades, queen of diamonds, 10 of... Jeff, there was an error.
Ooh.
What should we do now?
What was the error? Cannot read property outcome of undefined. On poker, deal. Okay, so we're on deal, line 33. And so if I look at the poker evaluator, it's returning a thing with an object that's outcome. Unless you didn't win. Outcome undefined. Let's try that again.
You already have an active game of video poker waiting for you. You wagered 5 coins. Darn. You didn't win. You lost 5 coins. Your new balance is 1930.
Nice.
You already have a undefined. You were dealt queen of clubs, queen of hearts, 5 of clubs, 3 of diamonds, and 2 of clubs. Which cards do you want to hold?
Oh, this is in poker. Start poker. You already have, where is that? You already have, you were dealt, you already have a poker wager, poker play. I swear all these changes are eventually going to make this better. Okay, let's try again. You were dealt queen of clubs, queen of hearts, 5. So I have queens. So let's say hold the queens.
You are currently holding the queen of clubs and queen of... Jeff, there was an error.
Shoot.
What should we do now?
What was my error? Cannot read property name of undefined. Poker deal intent. Okay, we're in the wheelhouse now. Poker deal intent, line 31. am I returning you? Oh, I'm just returning you the name, so I don't need to do all that work. Okay, so if I say which flush, what does which flush return me? Hand.suit.name. Okay, let's get this all cleaned up. This now returns a string. This returns a string. High card. This needs to be .value.name. This 4 of a kind. Which 4 of a kind? That's perfect. Okay. 3 of a kind. Value.name. Pair. Sorted hand 4.value.name. Which flush? High card needs to be sorted hand.value.name. A little messy here. High card is sorted hand.value.name. Three of a kind is correct. 2 pair we don't do anything with yet, and which pair? Name. Okay, this looks right now. So if I say bet 5 on poker, did it already erase my hand? Okay.
You were dealt king of diamonds, queen of hearts, 10 of diamonds, 9 of diamonds, and 4 of diamonds.
Wow.
Which cards do you want to hold?
Keep the diamonds.
You are currently holding the king of diamonds.
Deal. Give me a diamond.
Ruh-roh. You didn't win. You lost 5 coins. Your new balance is 1936. Your final hand was king of diamonds.
Okay. I need a winning outcome. Nice. What do we get?
You already have a pair. You were dealt king of clubs, queen of diamonds, queen of hearts, 9 of spades. You are currently holding the... Jeff, there was an error. What should we do now?
Cannot read property name of undefined, poker deal intent, line 29. Poker deal intent. Well, yeah, it's because I didn't fix any of these. I got 3 of a kind on that, man. So now I don't need all these value.names. Or suit.names that high card and low card. I'm only passing back the names because that's all I need. Okay, that looks better. Let's try it again. One more go. Bet 5 on poker.
You were dealt queen of clubs, jack of clubs, 6 of diamonds, 5...
Let's see if that just wins if I get 5 new cards.
Boo!
I need a winning outcome. There we go.
You already have a 2 pair. You were dealt king of spades, king of clubs, 5 of hearts, 4 of spades, and 4 of hearts. Which cards... You are currently holding the King of Spades and King of Clubs. You are currently holding the King of Spades, King of Clubs, Four of Spades, and Four of...
I just realized I don't want to get two pair. That would be the worst possible winning
You are currently holding the King of Spades and King of Clubs.
Deal.
Bam! You won 10 coins with a 2 pair.
I still got a 2 pair.
Your new balance is 1966. Your final hand was King of Spades. You already have a pair. You were dealt Ace of Hearts, Ace of Clubs, Nine of Clubs. You are currently holding the Ace of Hearts, Ace of Clubs, Nine of Clubs, Eight of Spades, and Four of Diamonds. You can say deal to finish this hand, or you can continue holding cards. What would you like to do?
Sorry, guys, I have to respond to a message at work. Okay. Sorry, everybody. Well, actually, let's get back on the right tab, then we can do that. Okay. You're currently holding the ace. No, I didn't want to hold all of them. Drop the 8.
You are currently holding the Ace of Hearts, Ace of Clubs, Nine of Clubs, and Four of Diamonds. You are currently holding the Ace of Hearts, and... Kaboom!
I got 2
You won
pair
10
again.
coins with a 2 pair. Your new balance is 1982. Your You were dealt Ace of Spades, King of... Ruh-roh. You didn't win. You already have a pair. You were dealt Ace of Spades, Ace of Diamonds, Queen of... You are currently holding the Ace of Spades, Ace of Diamonds. You are currently holding the Ace of Spades and Ace of Diamonds. Righto! You won 5 coins with a pair. Of aces, your new balance is 1990. Your final hand was Ace of Spades, Ace of Diamonds, King of Spades, Four of Diamonds, and Two of Clubs. What do you want to do next?
Okay, so it looks like my strategy here is working. I just had to tweak up some exclamation points. Where do we do that in the launch? Is it in the launch request? Like the welcome with the excited voice? Yeah, this. Let's go back and tweak this. So we want to say, you won 20 coins! Intensity high. And then we want to take this piece. Then we can do a speak output plus equals like that. All right, let's go get one more. I want to see how excited she sounds when I win.
You already have a pair. You were dealt King of Diamonds, Queen of Spades, 6 of Hearts, 6 of Clubs, and 3 of Clubs. Which cards do you... You are currently holding the 6 of Hearts, and 6 of Clubs.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Dynamite! You won 5 coins with a pair of 6s. Your new balance is 1998.
That's like so.
Your final hand was
so
Ace
good.
of Diamonds, 8 of Diamonds, 6 of Hearts, 6 of Clubs, and 2 of Spades. What do you want to do next?
All right, awesome. Okay, we got 10 minutes left until this little sale starts. Yeah, Mr. Smoofy, the new Xbox pre-order goes on sale in 11 minutes. And I would really like to get one. So, in order to do that, look at this. Sold out, sold out. They've already sold them out in the UK. Goldzula, are you getting one? Because Amazon still has them. But Argos and Very are both out in the UK. Your choice is Series X or Series S. You don't want the S generally. It's their smallest Xbox ever, and it's a little more powerful than the Xbox One, but not really. I would assume it's a pay in full. I would assume. But, I mean, it's kind of like a deposit, right? I'm going to put it on my credit card today. And I'll have like 40 days or something until I have to pay it off, which is about how long until I get it. So it's kind of like a deposit. You can decide when you want to pay your credit card off. Again, Goldzula, I don't know if you're in the market for a new Xbox, but my son and I like to play a lot of video games, so this is just the next stage. I have an adorable picture of him somewhere the day we got the Xbox One. You cannot use your Xbox coin or your Chatsino coins. Sorry, Mr. Smoofy. Yeah, Series X is where it's at. For sure. So, we're going to see what kind of Amazon infrastructure they've got today. I actually waited out. I slept out overnight in the winter outside of Best Buy with some friends of mine to get the Xbox 360. No, Kinect was kind of discontinued, Goldzulu, which I was really sad about. Because at a minimum, it gave you this opportunity for all these cool voice commands. But no, Kinect is not a thing they even make anymore, unfortunately. I really liked it. We still have ours hooked up in the basement. Not yet live. Looks like Amazon isn't even selling the Series S based on these links. It's kind of fun that I get to do this on stream. I want to make sure I'm confirming this properly. If I look at this, it says down here. Load this up for you guys. Xbox Series X started 11 a.m. Eastern Time. That seems like my time. That's in 7 minutes. 11 a.m. Eastern Time. On September 22nd, which is today. So, this is all the places they're sold. I should post this in the chat for you guys. If you guys are looking to get one, this is the like full Reddit thread on exactly where it's being sold and whatever. And you can find retailers by every country with links directly to the product page. They have information and updates that are flowing in here as they know more. They do also have a cool Xbox All Access program. You pay $35 a month and you get the brand new Xbox, but you also get Xbox Game Pass and EA Game Pass. And you basically just pay $35 a month for 2 years, and then you keep it. So if you don't want to pay for it all up front, you can do that. Six minutes. 6 minutes is what we've got to get this thing. And then in 2 weeks, the first week of October, yeah, you can do the pre-order for the Xbox All Access, yeah. In 2 weeks, there's a big Funko sale coming too, and I think it lands at the same time. There's the if you guys want to get some rare ones that'll definitely be worth some money. Funko NYCC. This is the mega thread for that sale. I know a few of you have started collecting, or at least expanded your collections. But in here, they've got some... They don't have pictures in this thread, I guess. But they've got a bunch of cool ones that I'm hoping to get. And the ones from these Comic-Con and virtual cons, they always end up being worth more money because they're not made nearly as broadly or widely. So just something to keep in mind if you want to get some of those, but that's the thread for that one. Much cheaper than an Xbox, Mr. Evans. All right, come on. $4 minutes. Amazon is not offering that program, but several of the retail stores are. I think they even have stuff about that in this thread. Most everything I know about this is in this thread somewhere. Yeah, I think like Walmart and GameStop and a couple of others. Well, Gold Zulu, in their defense, I think they went on sale at like 8 a.m. this morning, your time. So it could be that you just missed the window. I've also heard that the PS5 and the Xbox they're probably going to have more of them available before the holidays. They're just taking a limited amount of pre-orders now. I'm just trying to get one on day one as best I can. And don't let me forget, we'll raid somebody as soon as we're done purchasing this. We'll go find somebody to raid, have some fun. I'm waiting for that slightly early ding. There you go, Mr. Smoofy. Nice job. The page changed. The page changed. And now it's back. Oh man. The traffic is amping up. This page is not succeeding. Mr. Smoothie, the $25, that's the Xbox Series S, which is the lower powered small machine. So make sure you're getting the right one. They advertise it as $25, but that's for the smaller, less powered machine. Oh, the page is down. This might happen between when they change the page out. But we're at time. It's not even showing up in the search results. Should I go somewhere else? Freaking out, man. really rather buy it on Amazon. Maybe my cart is empty. Everything's broken. And the problem is, everybody that's buying one right now, they're going to go put them on eBay. Yeah, Amazon's not even live yet. I don't even know if I have a Target account. TeamView, I don't think that you actually were able to take Amazon down. Yeah, these will go for $800 or $900 on eBay easily. That's not why I'm buying it, but that is an unfortunate truth. Microsoft's website is crushed. Come on, this was supposed to be cool. Nice job, Mr. Smoofy. What I don't want is for this to say that Amazon is live and I'm not able to get there. Let's go. Very interesting. But Best Buy isn't either, so that feels better. I don't know why they're waiting. TeamView, you're either an awful person or a troll, which is an awful person. Don't do that kind of stuff, man. Yeah, I agree. That's actually what they're doing with the Funko stuff. If you guys wanted to get in on that Funko New York City Comic Con stuff, you need to be like sign up for their Fun Club, which is basically just like having a Funko account. And once you do that, they're going to email people that have an account and say, "Hey, it's your time to go buy." But it won't be a mad dash like it normally is. I don't know what else I can do here. I really just want to get one. Oh, I see. Well, you were just talking about sending a DDoS, man. Like that. Nobody thinks that's cool. It's not cool. All right. I certainly don't want to sit here for half an hour. Well, actually, I have to do Amazon office hours today. That's at noon, so I only have a little bit of time. And then I'll have to give up. By the way, you guys should come to office hours today. I'm looking for all the questions. I actually have a really important meeting inside Amazon today with a bunch of the product team folks. So if there's things you wish Alexa did from a development perspective or even from a feature, well, mostly from a development perspective, come and ask those questions. I'm going to log all of them, and I already have a long list, but anything you can contribute to that list would be super cool. Get your voice heard, right? You can do custom voices, TeamView. There's check out Alexa and Amazon Polly, Polly. There's like 30 different voices you can do.
I can't find songs by a WN Amazon Polly on Apple Music.
Yeah, there's like 30 different voices you can use. And then if you want to use your own voice, that's not something that's actually possible. But you could make recordings of what you want to say and play those as audio files instead of just using speech to text like normal. So you could pass audio files back as your audio instead. But yeah, that's all very doable. Glad to know that I'm not the only one not getting an Xbox right now. I wonder why Amazon and Best Buy aren't even live yet. Feels very weird to me. No one's gotten one yet. At some point I'll have to hand this off and see if my wife can do it instead. Because work is looming here. See, now TeamView, you've lost trust, man. I'm not going to give you a link to something when you have something that can run a DDoS. I've provided the links in the chat. You can find them if you'd like. But I'm not going to encourage you to start running attacks on servers. That's not what we're about here. It would be great if they hid the buy button like down here at the bottom. Okay, let's see if we do Xbox. Accessories. Can I get the controllers in my cart at least? No? Awesome, Gold Zulu. I'm looking. Gold Zulu looking. No, that's the Xbox One. That's the last one. It's kind of irresponsible how they've named these. No, Gold Zulu, the one you found is not the correct one. The link you shared is for the Xbox One, which is the last generation. Man. It's time for a comment from m2dev.net, I think. This is crazy. Yeah, I mean, it just seems like Amazon hasn't put theirs on sale yet. This page is designed to check that stuff. But Walmart's already sold out, and according to this, Amazon and Best Buy haven't even gone live. You've done an effective job of calling out trolling here in the chat, and I thought I saw another message that might be troll related. Yeah, let me give Bezos a call. Just ring him up. Goodness. Not how I wanted to spend my day. Let's try this Target thing again. I mean, this pre-order now button doesn't even work. I'm with you, M2. Bugs me too. 26 minutes we've been going at this. Yeah, GameStop does a queue. Amazon's not queuing anything. They just haven't even launched it. And I was in this queue here before, and then I just got an error message saying like, oops, something sorry went wrong. I don't know what Amazon's doing. So much excitement. No, I don't need to spend that kind of money. I don't want to drop an extra $300. Man. Well, I like that everybody thinks they're sold out at Amazon. But they've definitely not even been on sale yet. I'm in line to get one at GameStop. what I'm trying to see on the Twitter is I haven't seen anybody that said like, "Hey, I got mine from Amazon." No, I'm not looking for angry people. I'm looking for people talking specifically about the Xbox and Amazon. I'm all set on my searching. Still in the waiting room on GameStop. Yeah, I feel the same way, Mr. Smoothie. I don't know why they limit this stuff. I'd rather see them just extend the delivery dates. I agree with you. Okay, you're in batch 2. Okay, you're in batch 3. That'd be fine with me. I feel like lots of people are giving up on searching. Sold out on GameStop. I was able to get through, but sold out. We're yeah, I haven't been talking a ton, but it's yeah, we're in this situation where we just can't seem to get one. But it doesn't seem like Amazon and Best Buy have gone live, which is interesting that they would both be marked that way. Thank you, TeamView, for the update. Alexa, how much is the Xbox Series X?
One moment. Showing results for Xbox Series 10. The first one is Scarlet Nexus, Xbox Series 10.
Austin, Mr. Smoofy. I'll give that a try. You'd think if anybody's not going to run out of them, it'd be Microsoft. Oh my goodness. This is just crazy. When I got through the GameStop line, Kevin, they were sold out. I hope that's not the case for you, but and even Reddit's getting killed. This is crazy. It's not like I wasn't prepared. It's not like I didn't know exactly where to go. This is not how people should buy things. Well, Amazon Help, which is an official channel, says, we're sorry, there was a limited number of units available. We don't know when it'll be back in stock. But they don't seem very informed. As far as voice conferences go, I would look at, well, the Voice Summit's coming up here in a couple of weeks, so I think that one's probably out for this year. But the Voice Summit would be, that's kind of the premier one I would try to target. Here's what I tend to do, Gold Zulu. I speak at developer events, not voice events specifically. I mean, I speak at voice events, but there aren't many of those. So my recommendation would be to find some developer events near you. Oh, this is so fun. I'm having such a good time. TeamView, in addition to denial of service attacks, trolling is not. It's not cool, man. You may enjoy it, but in general, like, no one thinks that's cool. Oh, man, we're coming up on 3 hours of a stream here. This has been just a delight trying to buy an Xbox. TeamView, I understand what you're saying, but you're talking about executing denial of service attacks. There's rarely a time ever where someone needs to do that unless they're running a big infrastructure, which I don't think you're doing. But the kind of tweets you just posted, like, those are just classic trolling to make people mad. I don't understand the point of that. Well, I'm gonna have to give up. I have, like, work and junk to do. All right, let me step away here for 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and I still got nothing. My wife was actually out there already trying to get one, which, that is why she's amazing. We hadn't even talked about it, and she knew that it was today. But this is just nutso to me. Oh, here we go. Sarah, I got one. Yeah. Well, I don't know how that worked, but Amazon just went live, everybody. Try to get Amazon. I just got one. All I had to do was give up. That's all it took. Makes me want to buy a second one. Should I buy a second one? It's available on Amazon right now. So that's pretty awesome. What I'm not finding though is the controllers. If I go look at my orders, I have an Xbox Series X pre-ordered right here. I see. You can only do one. Good. I'm glad they have that set up too. Just go search for it on the page. Like don't go to the link and hit refresh. I don't know how that'll work, but yeah, I'm still getting dogs on that link that I had. But if you just search for Xbox Series X, I can find it right away. I like that. You can only buy one. But they don't seem to have any of the controllers or anything. I could probably get those somewhere else. It's not like I need them now. All right, cool. Well, I gotta start office hours, so I will see you guys all later. I got distracted. Thank you guys all for tuning in.